One of my all-time favorite books is probably The Hobbit. And that's mainly because of Bilbo, a hero who doesn't care much for adventure and often wishes himself back to the comfort of his home instead. Over time, he learns to appreciate the unique experiences his travels provide him with. And so, he gradually changes from a spoiled little prick to a more open-minded and self-reliant person. The Hobbit is not about solving the problems of the world. It's about experiencing the world and becoming a part of it. Same as The Hobbit, our story won't be loud, epic, or world-changing, but comfortable and quiet, with a touch of adventure. To tell this story, I will need my own Bilbo, a protagonist not in pursuit of adventure, but in search of calm and comfort in a world of turmoil. This character's name is Aber. He's not a very tall man, but thin and lanky, with a long pointed face and a beak-like nose jutting out from the middle of it. He wears big round glasses under thick bushy eyebrows, and his head is crowned with an impressive wave of fluffy brown hair, of which he is extremely proud of. But with deep worry lines on his forehead and large drooping ears, he has an aura of lingering sadness about him. By the time our story begins, he will be 42 years old, with a wife and young daughter. But let's not jump ahead. Let's go back a couple of years. Aber was born in the mountain city of Mitsee as the second child to the local head librarian. Together with his older sister, he was raised to someday run the library. The children learned to write, read, and calculate at an early age, and spent many hours each day in service to the books. It was no exciting life, but for Aber it felt like a calling. After all, his family had been tied to the profession for many generations. During the Great War and the destruction of most major cities, comprehensive libraries and even books had become scarce. Rulers and nobles, priests and merchants came from far and wide to consult the extensive archives. And many brought with them new volumes from all over the world to extend their collection. One of those was the merchant captain Sisu, who gifted several new books with each visit. He was a curious man who spent many hours and sometimes days in the library, either reading and studying or lost in deep conversation with Aber's father. The two men had become good friends over the years, and the far-traveled merchant would occasionally bring with him strange and unique treats to share during long nights of talk and debate. One of those nights, Aber was 14 at the time, he brought with him a small pouch full of strange dried leaves. He sat down in the study and instructed the boy to fetch boiling water to prepare a tea. As the steaming liquid touched the leaves, a golden color spread through the cups like vapor, and with the rising steam a most enticing fragrance, subtle but powerful, filled the chamber. Harsh like pine needles in one moment, sweet like blossoming mountain lilies in the next. While the two men talked, Aber sat in silence, savoring the smells and trying to identify the taste. It was an alien yet familiar blend of wood and grass. Not harsh, as you might expect, but at its core floral and sweet. A mesmerizing symphony of earthy character and playful demeanor. The perfect harmony of smell and taste, revealing new subtleties with every sip. Stunned by the complexity and richness of the sensory experience, Aber sat there lost in thought, until his father eventually shook him by the shoulder to send him to bed. Sleep, however, would not come for many hours. Aber lay awake, contemplating the night and savoring the last traces of tea lingering on his tongue. The next morning, Aber tracked down Sisu to learn more about this strange and fascinating beverage. The merchant, touched by the boy's excitement, gifted him the pouch and promised to bring back more the next time he came to town. From then on, the two often sat together and enjoyed the various blends of tea that the merchant brought back from the south. And, after a while, Sisu encouraged the now grown-up Aber to open his own store to sell tea in, with him as his main supplier and associate, of course. He even helped him to make new trade deals, not only with the merchants from the west, but also with some of the Gisari people who came to Midsee through the eastern pass to trade in colors and dyes. Aber's shop quickly became the talk of the town, and oftentimes the stores would sell out even before the next delivery had arrived. And while his sister followed his father as head librarian, he built a happy little life for himself, drinking and selling tea. So, this was the story of Aber, son of the head librarian, who found his passion and opened the first tea shop in Midsee. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Next time, we will have a closer look at the city of Midsee and learn more about its people and history. Until then, keep your whimsy and stay creative. Bye.